And this is how we finished chapter up to chapter 4. So 3 chapters done. Oh, we're doing great, kiddos. I would say in 3 more nights we're done. If you guys have questions for me, let me know. Who's here? Wave at me if you're still here and if you have questions for me. What do you guys think? Are you guys gonna come back? I'm gonna do it again tomorrow night. Maybe the same thing, about 9 o'clock in the evening, so we can fall asleep. Tina, you bought the book. I can't wait to read it. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you did, because it has already helped so many people. Found it on Kindle. Perfect. On Kindle is perfect. Excellent. Oh, let me have a sip of tea, kiddos. Boy, was I thirsty. Whoa, Nelly. Okay. Any of the ones coming in, I just finished reading 3 full chapters of my book, Arcturian Healing. And we're going to make it an evening thing. Every evening I'm going to read a couple of 2-3 chapters until we finish it. And then we're going to work on Arcturian Healing. I'll teach you guys how to do it. And you guys can buy the book too. You should have it because it's good to read it more than once. Shameless plug. Might as well. I'm here. I'm on the right side of TikTok. Melissa, yes. Follow each other, kiddos. Follow each other, you guys, because I'm telling you, this is the way to do it. We keep on building the community. What's your astral projection formula? Well, I just read about it. I just explained how I made it there. Well, I don't have to go through all the hassle of, I just simply visualize myself living my body and I go wherever I want to go. But in the beginning, you have to try some practices, and that's why the gateway tapes are very good. It happened to me accidentally, but I was practicing a method of self-hypnosis. So every night I was going through Cosmos, pretending to be traveling in my space capsule. But in fact, I was going through Cosmos trying to remove all kinds of limiting beliefs and fears and whatever I still had tucked in there that I needed to clean up. Oh, little that I knew I was going to work on it for the next 5 years, but you never know until you know. So at the time, you're like, oh, I'll just get rid of this and get rid of that. Guys, the journey is treacherous. I have not, except for the guys who just sat for 20 years under a Bodhi tree and suddenly they are, but even then, you might as well do your shadow work. It will take you 4 or 5 years and you're done with it. If you do it correctly, if you do it right, if you're serious about it, you get it done. What's the point of wasting your time sitting under a Bodhi tree like Buddha? There's other guys who had accidental illumination. It happened. There's a lot of techniques, of course, but you have to heal yourself. I mean, you can read a ton of books. Read A Course in Miracles, read The Way of Mastery, read The Gospel of Thomas, read anything Jesus taught, if you read anything that Jesus taught, but I'm not saying I'll just go through it. No, I'm talking about reading books 3, 4, 5 times, because that's when they activate your inner code, because everything that Jesus taught is a frequency that we must embody. That's the way and the light, and we are the way and the light when we resonate with that frequency. Make sense? I don't know why I got into that subject. Journey is second, day be truth. Journey is second. I need a bigger house for my library. I know. Tell me about it. I'm actually about to give away all my books. I will continue to write books because I can't help it. That's what I love to do, write and speak. But I think I'm done reading. I read thousands and thousands of books. You guys have questions? You can ask me any questions. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the fan club. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Let me know if you need any help with healing, if you have any questions in your personal life, if you have any triggers that you don't know how to deal with. Maybe there's something I can impart and help you with. I am leaving for India next month for 2 months, a soul pilgrimage. Oh my God, that is so amazing. I want to follow you back. And I want to stay in touch with you because I want to hear about it. I want you to post everything about it. Because I am called to go to India. Not right now. Right now, I am called to be with my mother. But I know it's happening. One of these days, it's happening. So, any questions? Absolutely. Ask me any questions. I had an abortion. I was 70s back and I feel bad. How do I heal? Baby, girl, it's okay. It was meant to be this way. Everything comes from God. Everything is God. If God did not want you to have an abortion, you wouldn't have had an abortion. Understand that. The reality you live in right now, where your awareness is activated on right now, is one of the infinity of realities in which you exist. And this is the one your awareness is focused on. And it's perfect exactly the way it is. You don't have to have any judgment towards the reality you find yourself in. Because in another reality, you did not have an abortion. It could be in an infinity minus one. You might not have had an abortion. You see? It was just another reality that you happen to be in. Make the best of it. That soul planned a different trip. But it came to initiate something in you, to show you something, to show you strength, to show you vulnerability, to show you compassion towards yourself. That's what it came to show you. This is, I just got the message. To show you compassion towards yourself. What you are learning from this experience, because I guarantee you that you judge yourself and you pain yourself more than anybody in this world has ever done against you. You are the one who are paining yourself. And what this lesson is teaching you is to love yourself. You know how you must treat yourself? The way you treat a puppy dog who's absolutely perfect. Your best friend. You treat yourself that way. You talk to yourself as if you were your best friend or your best friend's child. That's the lesson. That's the lesson, baby girl. Why I don't have a puppy, I blame myself still, always. Why you don't have a puppy? I don't know. That's your choice, darling. They that love not know not God. For God is love. Yes, but guess what kind of love you must know? Self-love. That is the number one love you must learn. Self-love. Number one. Then, once we give ourselves unconditional love, in other words, we stop blaming ourselves, we start shaming ourselves, we start guilting ourselves, we start having fear, limiting beliefs, or any other bullshit that we're carrying throughout our lives. That's self-love. We let go. We start putting boundaries. We decide who has access to us. We tell people how to talk to us. We don't just accept anything. That's self-love. That is the love that Jesus Christ asked us to have. First things first, love your God with all thy heart and mind, thy soul. What is God? Is you, yourself, the self. The kingdom is within. God is within. The soul is within. Until you treat yourself as if you treat God with love, you can't do that with it for anybody else. So, God is love, of course. Hey, Lisa's living the dream. How are you? I'm learning now. Yes, of course. We are all learning, KLJB. We are all learning. None of us was born, I mean, I shouldn't say that. We're Hello, beautiful Lisa. Good to see you, darling. I just got done reading 3 chapters from my book. I'm going to post it on YouTube, just so you know, and I'm planning to read every night 2 or 3 chapters at bedtime story. But I'm about ready to hit the hay. Baby, get a puppy, KLJB. Get a puppy if that's what you want. But don't get a puppy if you don't think you will be with that puppy until the puppy dies. That's family, becomes family. How should I deal with starting something and I can't finish project? Do something small. I'm going to go on a limb and say you probably you have big projects, right? You get overwhelmed. And the other thing I want to make sure that you know, that's number one. That's number one thing. Whenever you plan on doing something, especially if it's something for yourself, like maybe to help your dream or follow your dream or something related to your personal journey, do not share with anyone. I'm going to repeat that. Do not share what you want to do with anybody. And here's why. Because whenever you dream something, you create an energy bubble, a frequency bubble, I like to call it, around you. That is the bubble of frequency where you vibrate at the frequency of your desire, your dream already accomplished. You see, whatever you desire, if you act like it, it will come to fruition. And then if you maintain that frequency, then it's more expeditions and so on. So basically all you're doing is you vibrate at the frequency of your desire, which means you shift into a different reality, which is the reality where your desire is already manifest. But thank you, KLJB, thank you for the rose, appreciate it. But if you share your story, whatever your dream is, to somebody, it doesn't matter who they are. They can be your best friends, even your parents, whatever, depending on what their belief is about you, and you will never know what they really believe unless you have proof that that person truly believes in me. Then I can tell them my story, and I know that the two of us, we will couple our energies and we have a bigger power of manifestation. But since I don't have the guarantee that that's the case, I'm not going to tell anybody. Why? Because if I tell them and that person doesn't think highly of me, and again, I have no way of knowing what people truly believe about me. I have no idea. It's made up in my mind. Because they may show up smiling, they may this, but behind my back, I have no idea. So I choose not even to think about that kind of stuff, right? But at the same time, I maintain my energy bubble protected. Because if I share with them and they say, oh, what a great idea, blah, 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 but behind me, in their mind, in that same spot, in their mind, right? Their mind says, yeah, right. As if you can do it, or as if whatever their thing might be, right? They don't know me. Like I might have changed dramatically since the last time we've talked. I might be a completely different person, right? So they don't know. But in their mind, I'm still that same kid who was picking my nose. I wasn't, but I'm just saying it to make my point. That's what happens. When Jesus came back from his studying all over the world, right? Did they accept him in his own village? They didn't. If you go and get yourself licensed as a doctor, is your family starting to get treated by you and pay you? Yeah, they may tap into your knowledge as free advice, but will they actually ever follow your advice? No. Because in their mind, you are somebody. Whoever the first impression of you is, that's what they have in their mind. But if it's something that may not be favorable to you, they will never tell you. Nobody tells you, oh, by the way, I think you're a schmuck. No, I'm still going to smile at you, pretend that I like you and all that stuff. But in my mind, Only God knows. That's why I'm advocating for telepathy. Like we should all be telepathic. We should be able to read each other's minds. If we do that, the world changes. It's a whole different world out there. So don't tell anybody about your story. Okay? And that's number one. That's important. And if it's important and you can't get it finished, then trick yourself into finishing some small tasks first. Get accustomed to it. Build your muscle, and by doing that, you are rebuilding your neurological connections, whatever those little wiring things are going on, and you creating new pathways. And then the next time you're going to do this, you commit to doing this big thing, right? It's so much easier. There's no more resistance. And speaking of resistance, you also want to journal on whether or not you believe that you deserve, you believe that you are worthy, and you believe that you are not afraid of success. Do that as well, because those are things that can stop you from moving forward 100%. I hope I answered your question. My God, we are telepathic. I see. Oh, absolutely, we are telepathic. 100% we are telepathic, but my pleasure, Red. I appreciate it. I'm so glad you are still here. I know I went a little on a tangent, but we are telepathic, Jamie, absolutely. But not everybody can. We don't all read each other's thoughts. But guess what? I honestly believe that if people would stop listening to answer and just listen to understand, it will, because it happens to me, because I never listened to people before. Like I was like, you see me, I like to talk, and I used to do the same in conversations. I'm still a little guilty every now and then, but most of the time I literally just shut up. I listen to what they have to say. The only time you hear me talk is if I ask questions. And if I do that, instead of coming up with, oh, I know what's happening, okay, if I do that, there is actually a moment in which there's a huge connection with the Arcturian Council of Elders, and there's healing happening because I see a spiral of a blue light that connects me with them. I see them, like I sense their energy, and with the person that I talk to. If I'm tuned, I'm always there and I go with it. Yep. Yes, we can get tuned up. I never want my girls to read my journals. It's for me to do my shadow work first. But Tarzan, but love is always one. Yes, KLJ, but your journals are your journals. Do not allow anybody to read them. No, it's not for anybody. Hope you had an amazing weekend. Yes, Jamie, I actually did. I had so relaxed. I don't know you guys, but I have. It's like I went like I went through a tunnel. Ever since my accident in February 28th. That was a very strange, in fact, it just came to me right now. It feels like I just came out of a tunnel about 2 weeks, about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And now I'm like I can't even, yes, I can still connect to the matrix. Like I can still understand the matrix, but I am so aloof to it. I don't know. Something is happening. Doesn't bother me because I know me. Yes. Do you want to come in, Lisa? I have journals and journals. My father will think I'm crazy when I go. Do you know what I started to do? I started to scan my journals because I'm giving away everything. I'm literally just moving to Romania, and I already gave away the majority of my clothes, my shoes, my jewelry. I'm going to give away my books eventually, but I'm just getting rid of all kinds of stuff. I'm in Africa, Zimbabwe. Oh, that is so cool. I almost ended up going to Zimbabwe many, many years ago. I used to have a French boyfriend. He was a chef. I'll come up without video. That decent. You know what? Let's do something else, Lisa, because I'm actually pooped. Oh, you want to come in? I'll come in. Yeah, accept. There she is. Lisa's coming in. She's without video. You there? Everybody say hi to Lisa.
Did I hear correctly? You're moving to out of country?
Yeah, I'm moving to Romania. Well, I'm still owning residency and stuff here, but like literally I'm turning my place into an Airbnb, my apartment,
Yes.
and I'm going to be living in Romania for I'll probably come back every few months or not. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just like right now I'm just open to what comes, what is being. It's just so beautiful to just allow it to unfold, you know? And it's so exciting. And I'm doing nothing but dream all day long. Well, of course, I'm prepare myself. On the 27th, I'm flying to um, Romania. And I'm excited about it. I really am. And I'm not, somebody said, we're going to miss you. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be on TikTok. I'm still going to be, you're not getting rid of me talking. Trust me. I found you guys. You're listening to me. Are you kidding me? This is like the best thing I've. This is a life dream for me, you guys. You guys are here listening to me talk. Are you kidding me? I'm not going anywhere. I'll be retiring with you guys. Oh, hello everybody. Let's read some books.
I'm with you, sister. I'm with
I'm
you.
telling
Same
you,
for
I
me.
so fucking love this thing. I mean, it's like seriously, like people actually care about something that you have to say.
It's
God, I
fun,
love.
right?
I pinch myself.
I'm
You're
with you.
right.
And hello, chat. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate you
You,
guys.
Jamie's paying for my internet in Romania. Oh, it's okay. My mother's paying. I'm moving in with my mother. You know what they say? You know what? You know, whatever, single women, da 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 da. You know, you meet guys and stuff. I haven't met somebody in like over 4 years, but back in the day, they would say if they live with their parents, it's a red flag, right? So now I'm going to live with my mother. So is that going to be a red flag? I hope so.
Hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, that's funny.
So
Yeah, I didn't know that you were moving out of the country as well. That's cool.
yeah, yeah.
I like I mentioned, I'm
Yeah,
going to travel and
and
starting
you
in
go into
Ecuador.
Ecuador, right? Yeah, yeah.
I haven't booked the ticket or done. I do not have a date like you do yet, but it's
Well,
getting there.
what I did, I forced myself because when I came back from Romania on September 11, and I dilly dallied. Well, I was whew, in the darkest trenches of my subconscious. Like I was really deep into the cocoon, and at one point, about a month and a half ago, I said, maybe like a month ago, if I don't buy my ticket, it will be end of December and I'm still here, you know. So I went and I just bought my ticket. I'm like, I'm forcing you. So I learned that sometimes there's two of us. We have to coexist. You know, there's the
Yeah.
divine me and then there's the ego me, the one who goes, I don't feel like doing anything today and I got anxiety because I don't know, should I get rid of this dress or should I not get rid of this, whatever, you know. So we got to work together, and then we found a way. We just found a way. So sometimes we just push each other from the back. So that's what I
I,
do. You got
I
it.
do exactly the same thing. That's what I'm doing this week is going, okay, which dress do I get rid of? What do I take? What stays? What It's wild. It's so much fun.
And it's so
Life is an opportunity if we so choose to see it, right?
yes, yes, and it's so like so cool to observe the journey, like a year, because this is my second big, no, well, I've done several because I've moved several times in the past 6 years. So there's been unloading, right? But in 2023, I got rid of more than a half of my stuff. And then clothing, shoes, whatever. And I kept some things that I thought I'll always keep these because they're just classic and all that stuff. Like I'm talking elegant, I was a real estate broker, so I've had some nice clothes, Italian, high heels, stilettos, like the shit. Like so no, I thought I will never get rid of some of those things. And suddenly when I came back home this time, I was like, are you kidding me? Everything goes. And then as I'm
Yeah.
and then as I'm starting to pull the boxes that I had them into, because I had them in a storage while I was gone, and just kind of going through, and I would just start having this little anxiety about myself, and I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? And finally I would say, no, you have to take the decision right now. Are you ever going to use it again? No, then give it. So everything just went. Like I think I have less than 10% of my clothes, and just necessary things. So, oh, Jamie, her name was Cici or Chichi. Without her, I feel lost. I know. I have to tell you something, Jamie. She's not gone. She's here. Her cat
She's
died.
right.
Can you read Can you read all this, Lisa? So she
I
says
can.
that.
And Jamie, so my cat, Tinkerbell, passed at 11:11 on 12/12 of 23. Okay, she was with me for 15 years. 24 hours later, the TV at exactly 11:11 in my bedroom turned on. Now, I didn't name my cat Tinkerbell. I would have named her Tinker or Sophia or Penelope, but she knew her name. She had a bell. The neighbor she was stray, and the neighbor had named her. And now that I understand what kind of energy comes with that name, first off, and second, the playful amount of, hey, mom, I'm still right here in
Yeah.
every way. She
Yeah.
has shown up in so many divine ways. If you choose to see the magic, Jamie, if you choose to tap in, is it Cece or Chi-Chi? If you choose to tap in and invite her to show you, she will.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She'll
She
send you.
absolutely
She will
will.
send you
Everything.
messages. Yeah. Yeah. Cece. Oh. Oh. How old was she, Cece? Sometimes all of these frequency Pisces of unison, all of these passings of our pets, these are, by the way, you guys, these are event horizons, because we were a completely different person when we had our pets. And now we are being presented with a massive shift, a possibility of a massive shift. In other words, ask yourself, what were the things you would have done in the past, you would have liked to do in the past, but you didn't because you had this obligation? And
Yes.
and that's the invitation to do that, because the animal, the pet, the cat, the dog, they know that they kept you from doing something. So you have to, it's like you repaying the back. But here's what happens. Them being in your life during this time actually is a healing journey for you. So whenever you are in the presence of a pet, a cat or a dog, I'm not sure others, but I'm sure but probably there are parrots and stuff. Like when you have maybe pigs too, I don't know, maybe even farm animals. I have no idea. I'm sure that's the case too, actually. What am I saying? Yes, of course, because they're so pure. But what they do, they take away from you. They they suck out any illness from you. I just want you to know that. So they are healing you while they are with you. So as far as they're concerned, you're really through a process of, while you are with them, you're like you're like in the sanatorium with them because they are constantly healing you. They're watching over anything that may happen with you. So
I agree. I agree. And I take it even a step further and say all plants,
yeah,
all beings, all beings.
that's it. That's it, Jamie. Travel where you feel like, think about your cat, think about Cece, and think what would be a fun, like where would she tell you to go? So go there and just do it for her. Imagine she's with you. That's it.
That's one of the coolest parts is all this traveling I've done over the past year and a half. Tinkerbell has been there with me the entire
Oh,
time. She shows up everywhere.
yes. Oh,
Ask
yeah.
Cece where you think where she thinks you should go, and she'll show you.
Yeah. Ah. Heal and thank them. Yes, you see an opportunity to heal and thank them. Yes, absolutely. Yes, when you think of her, of Cece, thank her for all that, for being your guardian, because yeah, she was your guardian. Melissa, good to see you. Thank you for coming. You guys follow each other. Follow Lisa, please. Lisa is going to be going to Ecuador to retreat center. Are you going to be doing residence there, right, Lisa?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah, and that's a retreat that actually, you know, unlike most of the retreats in Central and South America that offer, sacraments and stuff like that, they are mostly doing integration. That's the focus of it, and to me, I think that's crucial. So. Oh, Melissa, you met Lisa at a retreat. This is, are we all family or something? Like, what the? I love it. I just love it.
It's
Oh my,
amazing, the community. Hi, Melissa. What's up, girl?
oh my
And then
God.
I don't know, Jamie, if you saw Quintessence come in the comments and say Tink really is everywhere, she has seen Tink show up in many, 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 I like to call them meowgical ways.
Oh,
Meowgical ways.
yeah, Melissa. I think it's Lisa, the one who's. I think she's the butterfly because she's everywhere. Like she's got all these connections. I'm like, my head is spinning when I think about all the stuff she does. So yes, she's the connector. She's the one who's connecting everybody, which is great.
It's
Yeah.
a beautiful place to be, for sure. We're building a very beautiful community, you know? Just
Yes.
an inclusive, loving community. Everybody is there is no exclusivity. It's not there's no hierarchy, there's no, you know,
No, there's no hierarchy. We don't even know the word.
right? I cannot
We
spell it for sure,
we don't
Carmen.
know it. It doesn't exist in our vocabulary. If it doesn't exist, that means there's no such thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Deb says it's fucking amazing. I think you mean it's fucking amazing,
It's
girl.
fucking amazing. It's fucking out of this fucking world. Oh.
So for those of you guys just came in, Carmen just read from her book. I
Yes.
missed it, but she's going to be going live every night at 9 p.m. Eastern time to read from her book. She's going to read 3 chapters. You want to show them?
And that's Lisa just basically committing me to.
You're the one who said it, girl. I'm just re-saying what you said.
Lisa, I kind of say it. I'm gonna try it around 9ish,
You need an
PM,
accountability buddy, Carmen.
PM Easternish, Yes, but I actually do love to read. So I read like 3 chapters, like almost 2 hours, and it was fun. There were like 50 people hung out from the beginning to the end. So I'm thinking, and what I really would love to do is to post it on YouTube
YouTube.
to have them all
Yes.
there. To have the whole book. So yeah, so if somebody doesn't want to buy it, they have it there. Of course, I encourage buying it, but I don't want to gatekeep the wisdom that was given to me, you know. So I want to make it available. So we are out there
I,
hiding everything.
are you going to show the people the title?
Oh yeah, I didn't I? Arcturian healing. I hiding it? You can kind of see where I'm at right now in life. It's like, don't. I mean, I'm gonna do it, but don't push it. We don't want to work. We don't want to work too hard.
So, for those of you guys who don't know the story, the short version, from my perspective, right? My paraphrasing of the story is she did a lot of her healing with the Arcturian Healing Council. And then after that, came down, did her shadow work, did her shadow work, and then was called to, again, to say, well, hey, aren't you going to write the book? And then so she did write the book, and it's now for sale in the link. It's on all the things.
It's on it's on Amazon because the one that I have on here, I have to ship it, and that's just too much work.
Yeah, I feel you.
Buy it from here. Just buy it on Amazon. It's cheaper on Amazon.
Link is in Amazon.
By design. No, I mean, no, I actually don't, I wouldn't make more money, but I actually have to, buy the shipping label from the, it's like weird. I don't know. I don't know how it works. So to me, it's like, it's just something that I don't want to get involved in. So I'm not going to. So I just don't want to do it. But anyways, it's a great book. Like if you read the reviews on Amazon, for example, it will show you an absolutely wonderful woman who wrote that she went through a healing. She had a lump on her breast. And while she was reading the book and doing the practice exercises, she felt this like a knife, sort of like almost like a surgery that was going on while she was reading it. And then soon after, within a few days, she had her regular checkup because she had this lump for over 2 years. And she had her regular checkup every 2 months or something, and they found nothing, as if it never existed. So I mean, this thing is for real, you guys. Like when I first went there, I said to myself, if I ever tell somebody, they're going to think I am absolutely bonkers. I will never tell anybody. So, but when I realized the power that the exercises have, I'm like, yeah, I probably should take it a little more serious, So I just kind of take it lightly because I take everything very lightly. So
yeah, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
Gabs had asked you did you have a diagnosis that you healed from, or was it the shadow work?
The hypothyroidism, I think I mentioned in the book. I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism in 2017, and I healed myself naturally. So that was not part of the Arcturian healing. It just kind of gave me an understanding that we kind of live in an illusion. Like when I got diagnosed with hypothyroidism, I was in really bad shape, something I've never experienced my entire life. And I went to a doctor. I didn't have a family doctor or something. And I went to this doctor who somebody told me, he's Italian and he's not that gung-ho on too much pharmaceutical and stuff. So he's starting to explain to me that hypothyroidism, there's over 70% of people in America, blah, 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 blah. No big deal. I'm like, oh, okay, good. I'm thinking to myself. So he goes, I'll just prescribe you this medication and you're fine. And I'm like, how long does it take to heal? And he said, oh, no, this medication atrophies your thyroid. I'm like, wait a minute. You mean my thyroid dies and that means I'm going to be dependent on this medication for the rest of my life? Woo! I said, fuck no. I said, you prescribe prednisone to me, because that was the only thing I was able to. I had such cruel headaches. I couldn't even see. Like my eyeglass, I wear 2 25. They're just readers. But I couldn't even see with these. It was just out of charts. So I couldn't even see to drive. Like I couldn't see the signs on the streets. That's how badly I was. And I said, no, thank you. Give me prednisone and I'll take care of myself. 6 months later, I had the medical tests done, completely healed. Never had another situation again. But whenever I feel any kind of pressure, immediately I switch on fruits. Immediately I switched on something raw. Not like I'm not a fanatic, but that's how I healed myself. So
It's beautiful. Yes, healing, like I think you know this about me. I was really sick for 15 years, right?
yeah, I
And
heard you say that.
the
Yes.
doctors have me diagnosed with over 30 different conditions, and all of them, like you're saying, oh, this is going to be a forever thing. And
Yeah.
it's not a forever thing, guys. Everything is possible.
No, nothing is.
Um,
We decide.
exactly.
Yes. Thank you,
They're
Dave.
asking you
Yes.
in the comments, Carmen, if it's on audiobooks in digital spaces. If your book is on audio and digital spaces, like is it on Amazon Audio?
No, I mean, you can just buy it in Kindle and in print format, but I haven't recorded it yet. So, yeah, I haven't done it. I was just reading through some of the comments here. Alt-right. I don't want to ignore you, alt-right. Jesus Christ have already unlocked the true power and healing with frequency to immortality. Absolutely. It's within every single one of us, isn't it? Also Rosicrucian esoteric wisdom. So here's my thinking, and this is something that I recently learned. I just watched a video this afternoon, and I learned something new because I dived into the occult very, very deep to the point where I studied the Kabbalah, the Hermetic Kabbalah as well back, and I went quite deep. I'm connected to thought, like I communicate with him in, like, he shows up. I have mushroom journeys, meditations where he shows up. So I kind of had this idea that occult is a path that is kind of a safe path, let's call it, right? So today this guy is talking about the difference between being a mystic and being an occult practitioner, let's call it. And he said, and I loved it because he talked about mystics being the ones who are experiencing God. They're experiencing divinity.
Interesting. Love it.
Yes, and that's so true, isn't it? And the occult includes, Masonic rites and, the whole gamut of, including Kabbalah and all that stuff. And the occult involves rituals and practices. But a mystic does not require any practices because a mystic is not separated from God. When an occult person needs something to connect to God, which means an occult person does not understand fully who they are. They're just using the tools, the powers, the energies as tools. They don't actually embody them. Wow, that was powerful. Hi.
I figured you're in bed. Okay,
In
I'll come
bed.
on.
We're going to bed together. Lisa and I, don't look now, but Lisa and I are going to bed together.
I'm like, I got the readers on to read the comments. But yes, the hermeticist.
Absolutely. That's the way, man. That's the way. Yeah.
The hermeticist.
Don't wear white beaters.
Right? I know. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
That's hilarious.
At least your phone is gonna be still. Mine's gonna be moving everywhere.
Well, I have one of those little tripods. I had to, you know. Oh, that's
Yes.
hilarious.
But I love that example that you just gave. The mystic does not need the ritual because they're not separated from God.
Because they know they're
And
not separate. Yeah.
yes,
Because a
yes,
mystic arrives to their inner wisdom through inner experience
yes,
and obtains whatever it desires through frequency, but through embodiment. When an occult has to use rituals, has to use magic, has to use mantras, has to use all kinds of techniques,
yes,
crystals, oils, tarot, to basically harvest these energies that a mystic has built in. The occult has built in too, but he doesn't know.
right? They need
He
to
doesn't,
believe
he
in that.
doesn't, he doesn't do, he doesn't embody it.
Yes,
Yeah, so I think that staying, because I had a resistance to I really wanted to study the Kabbalah because I realized that all of them are Kabbalists. And I'm like, I need to know what they know. I need to understand what is the science, because Kabbalah is a science. So, yeah, but guess what? I didn't want to continue on that path through the school, the mystery schools, because I didn't think that their main purpose was to actually heal anybody, because the Kabbalah is all about healing, about it's God became man for man to become God, which means in order for us to become God is we have to let go of anything that is blocking us from seeing God, right? So I realized that the intention is just to just churn, next course, next this, next this, next. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the purpose. I'm not going to get stuck in something. I don't even want to call myself a Kabbalist because I don't want to put a label on myself.
exactly.
So I think that when you stay too long in the occult, you really sort of derail from the straight path. And
Yes.
I love occult and I think it's brilliant and it helped me a lot for a very long time. But yeah, whoa, this is massive.
Yes. You say you came across that in a video?
What? Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, so I wonder, I know I shared it, like, how you
you posted it?
shared. I wonder if I saved it. I'm gonna see if I
Yeah,
can.
if you come back, send it to me, please. There's several people I'd love to send that to
It
too.
was really good. I was moved because I was like, wow, I did not sit to analyze the difference. But what I also did not realize, and it makes perfect sense because there's so much wisdom being imparted in the occult organization, so much wisdom. But the emphasis is not to embody the wisdom.
Right.
I even became a member of AMORC, the Rosicrucian organization here in the United States, and I've sat in some of their Zoom meetings and stuff. Presentations. There's no. I didn't feel any heart healing. Like that's the purpose of the journey. Why would I need information? Why would I need to know about some guy who did something in that time? And who the fuck cares? Who did he heal? Who did he teach how to heal? Because that's what alchemy is.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
See,
Yes.
alchemy is within. You don't really need anything to you actually see they interpret it wrong. I think the occult interpreted alchemy wrong. They interpreted that alchemy means you need to combine something to make things something, and that's how you create a magic or something. Well, guess what? Alchemy it happens inside. All the modifications happen inside. You don't need anything. I mean, you literally don't need a crystal. You don't need an essential oil. I mean, because you want to smell it every now and then. Yes, of course, please yourself by all means. But don't ever think that without it you can't break through some gate.
Did you know? You remember me telling you the very first day I met you, which was on Reparenting Yourself's live?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So do you remember me telling you, because you talked about being a hermeticist, and I was like, oh, so my teacher just came in the chat. It's aligned
Right
to
now?
your highest.
Who is
Yes,
it?
right now. Yes, it's
Aligned to your
aligned to-
highest? All right, let me make sure I follow them. All right.
What's up, RJ?
What's up? Hermetics
having
in the house, baby.
I would love to hear a conversation between the two of you.
I'm telling you, I'm just I came in here as she said Hermetic Kabbalah. Yeah, I started Hermetic Kabbalah. I was sent actually by Thought to start to study the Hermetic Kabbalah, and then he sent me to Egypt. And there's a whole story. Like I am Thought little machine, you know. Like he shows up and I do this, yes sir, you know. Like I totally love getting commands from him. It's just so fun, you know. Everything he tells me to do, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I get to do that, you know. But yeah, I think I actually dabbled a little bit into the Jewish Kabbalah too, and it's although the theory, the science is the same, it's taught completely differently. And by God, I love the Hermetic Kabbalah so much more. It's really cool. I mean, I fell in love with it when I was studying it. The Kabbalah. It's a science of it's a blueprint of a human being. It shows you through these spheres that they're called sephirots, and there's 10 of them. Well, there's another story that there's actually 12, but let's not go in there now, not in this chapter. But the top one is God, and the bottom one is you in an awakened state, right? Keter Malkut. So the journey that God makes down to become human, in other words, changing the state to become human, is then reproduced backwards for the human to become God. And the way to do it is through, and everything happens on the two pillars. And that's why when you see all Masonic information, there's always two pillars, left and right, you know. Joachim and Boaz, these are the pillars, but basically we're supposed to be in the middle, right? So how do we do that? Like depending on when you're born, whatever number you are assigned on the Sephiroth, like say I'm a Geburah, which is severity, right? Which means I tend to, and it's absolutely true, I tend to be rather to the point, you know, like, you know, a little strict, a little hard, a little this. So my initiation exercise is to embrace the opposite of Geburah, which is Hesed, which is, you know, the kindness and the, you know, which appears like a parent. Let's say a parent is strict and another one is kind. Well, we have to merge them. We have to be both the same. So if you go on the other side, because it's all polarity, right? So if I'm too hard to the left, the way to get in the middle, I have to go the same distance to the right, right? So that means I have to be overly kind, overly protective, overly to people, overly, you know, listening and all that stuff. It's an exercise.
It is.
Oh my God.
The duality.
Yeah, and sometimes you go, fuck it, I don't want to do it anymore.
It's okay. You get to pout if you want. I'm like,
Oh,
damn
yeah.
it. I didn't want to. I thought I had this shadow work done. What the?
No, I don't. It doesn't last me. No, I actually don't even go there. I just go, I don't want to do it. I'm like one of those I don't even throw a tantrum like a kid who says, I don't want to do it. A kid who knows what he wants, what she wants. And I just go, I don't want to do it. And that's it. Why? Because I don't want to. Like, I don't have to explain why.
I'm still to the degree where I pout a little bit. I'm like, okay, fine. And then I get
How do you
excited.
find? So yeah, so each one of this path that you basically going back up on the Kabbalah, it really teaches you. It's a life. It's like the blueprint of your life, the return home, the return to God, and what you have to do. Not unlike the way you heal your chakras, because
Yes.
these sephirots on the tree of life correspond to the chakras, to the positions of the chakras. Not unlike the way you heal the same thing, you heal your sephirots. But this wisdom is a lot more ancient. Like, it is speculated that this wisdom was left with us through thought from the Atlanteans. But Thoth was the one who taught the Atlanteans. So he was the. Anyways, Jewish people will never agree with me on this, but this is my story. I'm sticking to it. I don't fucking care. This is the world I live in. To me, Thoth is a lot older than any Jewish Kabbalah there is. If Thoth is the one who taught the Hermetic Kabbalah, if Hermeticism is a lot older than Judaism, how can you possibly tell me that Jewish Kabbalah came first? I mean, seriously, nothing wrong with, I've only dived into a little bit of the Jewish Kabbalah. I know it's very similar, but let's just give the credit where the credit is due. So,
It's a beautiful thing.
isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
One of my, she's my wifey. I have a group of wifeys at this point. It's fun.
Oh,
They're just my
yeah.
support system, you know? She says, I love it. That this is my quantum.
That's
RJ
it.
says,
Aligned to your heart. Yes, exactly. The Kabbalah existed far before Judaism. You see, I'm not crazy. Even if I was, I don't care. But that's,
I love it.
this
is my reality created
I
by
swear
my
to God. I swear to God. Sometimes people jump into my comments and they tell me that that's not the way it is, and I go, should I block them? Like, I block them 99.9% of the time. I block them. Why? Not because I'm mean to them or no. You just stated that my reality is not your reality. Then you got nothing, no business in my house. Whoosh. Like, why? Why would you be in my house? So how easy it is. And it's just so beautiful. My whole comment section is amazing. Because I let them go, So,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. You live your own reality. You live it from your own perspective. How can I possibly judge your reality when I'm not in your skin? Well, I am, but not, not that way, But the point is, and that's maybe because I know I am in your skin, I can't judge you. And because I don't know I'm actually in your skin, I judge you, right? Before awakening, you go, oh, rah, 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 rah. Well, after I'm like, oh, Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, man.
100%. Preach it. Say it loud for the people in the back.
Thank you for that little heart. That was so pretty. Oh, Gift Badger, quintessence. We are all unique lens experiencing humanity. Absolutely. And the lens through which we experience humanity is our belief system.
Yes.
That's it. Which includes fears, limiting beliefs, your childhood traumas, everything that leaves a mark. That's the filter, the prism of perception through which the light, the pure light, God, goes in. The eye goes in. And then the prism that through which the life reflects and refracts, the prism that creates the I am, that is our set of beliefs. And if we clear this, think about it this way. If we let go, that's a prism. Yeah, that's a little pyramid through which the light goes. If we clear this, if we wipe every facet of this prism, what happens? There's nothing to reflect. There's no object to interfere with the source, with the beam of light. That means we become the reflection of light, not just the channel of light. That's the fourth level of consciousness. That's where we're headed, you guys. Do you know one of the things that bothered me at one time based on this story is where I heard so many spiritual people, like leaders of communities and groups and stuff like that, who talk about the levels of consciousness, basically another pyramid, at the lower level being the largest majority who live in victim consciousness, that think that life happens to them. Second one being when you finally realize, wait a minute, the common denominator in all my failed relationships is me. Maybe there's something that, maybe not everybody's guilty for my life. Maybe I have a little part to it. Maybe life happens for me. So that's the second, finally, when we are willing to surrender this victim mode. And then the third one is when life happens through us, when we let the ego out of the way and we allow the divine presence to shine through us. But the fourth level is when the light shines as us. And here, and how many leaders would say to you, that's where Jesus is. Only Jesus can be there.
Yep.
I mean, seriously? How can you call yourself a spiritual leader if you tell your own followers that they can't get to the highest level of consciousness? Fuck this shit.
They're rooted in fear, shame.
Fear.
And for me, fear is the call for love, right?
Yeah.
Any of it, shame, it's all a call for love. So once I started interpreting it in that way, where it's like, there is no division. We get to give that love when people are in fear, like the mentality, right? I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, me too.
And it's like, if I had come across someone like me, like how I go live, right? If I had come across during the time someone like me, I would have been like, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about, because I was that set on holding on to it, right?
Yeah.
And that was the narratives. That's what made sense. I had to make sense of how I felt instead of feeling it. And man, am I happy it evolved and I did that work, because now it's just such a different perspective when it's like to give that love from a different space.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I truly just didn't know. And everyone has their own journey on how they get there, but it's absolutely 100% possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wouldn't do it now. In fact, right now it doesn't matter to me. Like I whatever everybody does, they are playing a role and they're playing it perfectly. But I was there. I was frustrated. I was annoyed. I was upset. I was upset because in my mind, they weren't helping humanity. And if they're not helping humanity, they're damaging humanity. So I had my own fear to deal with in the time when I judged them, So, but at the same time, everybody plays their role. Everybody plays their role. I mean, I could have stayed in the same types of environments where you go from, because I went to Tony Robbins, I went to Mind Valley, I went to, all kinds of places like that. And every one of them, Lisa Nichols and everybody, stay in campus, because you got to go in and you got to keep on feeding the system. And you have to, at one point, you have to stop. Wait a minute. I'm keep on looking outside of myself. How much longer am I going to go? How many more courses am I going to buy? How many and not finish? How many books am I going to buy and not read? I was like,
Yes.
this has to end. This has to end one day, Swear to God, that's the reason why I didn't go forward. I'm like, I can't, I didn't have the energy to go any forward to any of these places. And I finally said, no, I'll just do it on my own. And
There's
turns
no
out,
one.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And they all tell you. Everyone, from the ancients to the new guys, everybody tells you the wisdom is within.
Yes.
But we go outside. How do I get it
100.
out? How do I get it out?
Right?
I know.
How do you get the wisdom from the inside to the outside? That is the question.
Yeah.
How do you get the wisdom from the inside to the outside? Right? And the only answer I have so far is reflect it back. Right? Model it.
Vibrate
Model
at the same vibrate at that frequency. And that's
Yep.
it. Yeah. Absolutely. Your very own essence is God manifested. Yes. Absolutely. The Christ within you. You guys are awake, everybody. Wow. That's Lisa, man. I'm telling you, she's just bringing her posse. Every time she travels with her posse, everybody's in the comments. Okay, I'm God. I love you, sister. Same girl. Okay, I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you.
We have fun for sure. We do.
I love
We
it.
have-
I love it. I love it. Lisa just talked about Lisa just talked about how many books she hasn't read. Oh, so you know the story. And the courses too, right? Not surprised. I'm about to, because I want to get rid of most of my books. And what I want to do is to take pictures of some of them. Like I have series of books on Kabbalah and stuff, right? And I want to take pictures of it and feed them to ChatGPT and say, which one should I keep? Which one should I keep? Like out of them all, subject of information. You can't really count on it either, But anyways, long story short, the highest teachings are all universal. Exactly on how to experience exactly, they're all universal teachings. It's so funny because you reached a point when, like, of course, your stories, like, because I call myself a writer, because that's what I love about, that's the label that I want to carry. So I always say, like, in the past, I remember one time when I was starting to move into the consciousness world, my husband and I was making a video and stuff, and my ex-husband said, oh my God, I hope we don't get sued, to to the point that in his mind that what I was saying was plagiarism, right?
Oh, wow.
And of course, like with everything in life, words that other people speak to you sometimes get stuck in our subconscious. So as I'm going through my own spiritual evolution, and I'm having massive discoveries on my own through my own meditations and my own, psychedelic journeys and all that stuff, and journaling and all that, and reading books, I'm realizing, holy smokes, everything that comes to me, I'm reading here and I'm reading here, and I'm getting all these people, and I'm talking like, real mystics, not me, a schmuck from Romania who just, up and whatever, right? So I'm thinking to myself, if we can't, how can you possibly plagiarize God?
Yes.
You can. So if I speak the same exact things, it's because that's what I feel. I don't speak what they say. In fact, I don't ever speak the same language because it's different. The language is always different. It's the same subject, but the language is different. I'm like, we can't plagiarize God. So
Yes.
we must all be willing to just dive as deep as we can in it, because every path to God is different. That's the part that it's the most interesting. See, every meditation is different. Every breath work is different. Every yoga, everybody does different things. That's why it's very important to realize that whatever you hear from others, I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing, take everything with a grain of salt, because that might not be the exact thing that works for you. Now, you might hear it differently, which means you heard it exactly how you're supposed to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way I like to describe it is, I tell people there's there's nobody out here who's got this figured out. Nobody who's ever lived or ever will live has this figured out for you better than you, right?
Right.
So
Right.
all I can do is tell you what it is that I'm doing, and I don't have this figured out, but I can tell you what I'm doing, and then
Yeah.
if you want to take pieces of that and apply it to your, I like to describe it as like this asbestos ceiling right here. It's like a bunch of like popcorn,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
looks like, but it creates this picture, and once those pictures are the dots, then they'll download once it creates the whole picture, right? So all I can do is offer dots.
Yeah.
Here's some dots. How you choose to build your picture with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so RJ is he's doing a retreat in, Align to Your Highest in the comments. He's doing a retreat in Sri Lanka, and he's got a partner. His name's Jonah, and that he's been working with, and he just asked, wait, you're from Romania? And then he said, Lisa, Jonah literally just asked me if I wanted to do a documentary in Romania on mysticism.
Are you kidding?
You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it. You can't make it up. You can't make it up.
I know you're pretty tired, but it might be.
But we can make it up. But we can make it up. We can.
But are we making?
We can totally make.
We're making it all up. Yes.
That's the idea. Yeah,
Yes.
that's so cool. I mean, you take it from somebody who, my grandmother was a witch. Now, she never put a spell on anybody. My grandmother undid spells. Like, she was one of those, we call it descanta. In other words, undoing the spell, unchanted, to unchant. So that's what she used to do. And I learned from her. Like, my mother can't do it, my aunt can't do it, my other cousin can't do it, but somehow I got it. And my entire youth, like, whenever somebody needed help with something, I would just do the spell for them, because I learned it from my grandmother. You had to steal it. You can't be taught. That's why they never learned, because they didn't catch it. I caught it. Like, my ear was prepared for what my grandmother was saying. So it's very, very interesting. We have big mysticism in Romania. Big. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things like pyramids and hidden tunnels and blah, blah, blah. Like, of course, there's a lot of, what do you call it? Clickbait information and stuff. But no, there's a lot of mysticism going on in Romania. Yeah. We're known for that type of spirituality. So yeah, let's look into it. If you wanna talk to me about it, I'm here. Salutare de la Timișoara. Want to be our guide? Oh, I would definitely want to talk to you about it. Like, I can definitely make it happen depending on the length of time, because I'm going to Romania to, be in service to my mother. So in other words, I will have to feed her. So she can take care of herself in many ways, including driving, but we definitely want to talk about. I think study ritual on paganism of North. Oh, that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Anka, salutare. We're going to have to connect for sure. Yes, please do. Please reach out to me. There's Lisa the Connector. Lisa the Connector.
Superpower. It's
How
a
amazing.
superpower.
How amazing is that? Look at this. Romanian witches are magical. Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you, All Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your patience because I know you've been calling for attention and I know that I ramble a lot, but I appreciate that you are here with us and you embracing the energy because look at how wonderful the energy is. Oh my God, you guys. Who said what? How are we going to see you when you move? What do you mean?
Right here.
You're gonna see me? How do you see me now? I'm the same way. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna do lives. I'm gonna record my videos. I did it while I was in Romania. I was in Romania from June to September, so I didn't go any live. I was kind of. I was going through a tunnel. Keep it together. For a few weeks, maybe a month. Oh, it was not easy, you guys. It was not easy. The hardest 3 months of my life. We may be there for a few weeks, maybe a month next year. Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And by next year, I will have somebody to be with my mother a little longer. I'm in. Mysticism in Romania? Pff, you kidding me? Right up my alley. In fact, oh God, I have rituals prepared on the Bucegi Mountains because we have ley lines that intersect there. And my goal is to be a line, like a grid restorer, which means I need to go to all the wherever the intersections of the main lane lines are to restore the grid there. This is my own story. I made that up. I made that up based on facts of my life. My father was a grid builder. My father built high tension power towers. How do you call it? Those massive things where the electricity goes through it. That's what my father did. Where? In Egypt. So when I went to Egypt, sent by thought, waiting for thought to come in with a message, I'm standing by every single, fresca of thought going, buddy, what's up? Are you going to give me a message? Nothing the entire time. Granted, I enjoyed myself. And what I did the entire time, everywhere, whenever I had somebody in my line of, in my earshot, I would tell them, oh, hey, look, those are the grid lines that my father used to build. And suddenly one day somebody said to me, your father was an energy worker, a grid layer, an energy. And I was like, are you like seriously? So now, and that was to me was like I shook my entire body when that guy said that. I'm like, holy shit, right? And I get back home. I didn't get the message from Thought. I get back home and my girlfriend was here taking care of my dogs at that time. Both my dogs were alive. And I really needed to, puff the magic dragon because that experience was out of this world that I really needed to have some downloads on it. And, so I'm relaxing there. And then I go to the bathroom. And when I come out of the bathroom, I had it all laid out. Like literally I went to pee and I came out and I'm like, I know why I went to Egypt. I went to Egypt for 3 weeks and I didn't realize why. And when I came back home, I went to the bathroom and I realized why I went to Egypt. Why did I go to Egypt? So I can realize that I and my father are one. Because what I started to talk to my girlfriend about was my father. I started to ramble about how amazing my father was and all the stuff that my father did in his life, which is things that I never acknowledged about my father my entire life, never spoke these words to anyone. And I realized when my father was alive and she worked as an energy worker at Grid Layers in Romania, there was an article in the newspaper about him that said, Badan, Badan, with people like Badan, you can move mountains. So what I needed to understand was this. I and my father are one. Until I merge with my earthly father, to understand that whatever my father placed inside of me as attributes, until I merge with my earthly father, I cannot merge with my heavenly father.
Yep. And
then I had another vision with my father where I was in a meditation and he shows up. Because I asked, like this was right here during this period of darkness that I've been in since September. Darkness, not like there's no depression, there's no like literal darkness as in I'm numb, like I don't want to do anything, I'm not interested in anything, I'm constantly processing. And my father shows up and I look at him and he's kind of somber like that, and I kind of like, what's up? And he goes, well, you need answers. I'm like, yeah, thank you very much, I'm glad you came. And he's like, well, you know what to do. And I said, well, look, I said, I need to be you. In other words, I need to move mountains, right? And he's like, yeah, you need to move mountains, but you're not moving mountains. And I said, am I supposed to move the mountains? And he said, yes. And who's stopping me from moving the mountains? And he goes, you.
Did you pout, Carmen? I would have pouted. I would have been like, damn it. Just for a second.
I kind of went, I fucking knew it, Lisa. Like, seriously? Like, I know everything. I know everything that I am supposed to do. I know it. I know it all. Do I do it? No. I'm the only. Oh no! Wait, it was different. It was something different. Because I said, "What mount?" Oh, I know, it's better than that. I said, what mountain? Because this is my confusion, because I don't fucking want to move any mountain. That's the thing. I don't want to. I'm very happy where I'm at. Like, why would I want to move any mountains? And I said to him, what mountain am I supposed to move? What mountain am I supposed to move? And he said, you. Like, I am the mountain.
Yes.
Like, seriously, this was powerful, Lisa. And right after that, I'm sitting on my patio one evening, completely in a complete surrender. And I said to myself, what if this is all that is? Because in my mind, I thought that I have some talents, I have some skills, like I can heal people, I can help people, but I'm being sent to be in service to my mother. So my own ego somehow feels like it's being gypped, you see, of, wait a minute, I'm a little more special than that, That's kind of like my flavor of ego is, I got all these talents. God is not going to like put me on this planet to take me away and say, oh, okay, now we'll just look after your mother. That's good enough. This is literally how my ego was processing this whole thing, And then I came up with a question. What if this is all that is you got? Like, seriously, why would I think of something different when right here, right now, I'm in this spot? Like, and then I realized, yeah, I do have to I do have to not just make peace with what that is, but be in love with what is. Be in love with what is. And boy, I started a love affair with what is, and it's just been beautiful since. Like literally, I liberated myself of my ego. I have not been this way before. This is new me. That's more to
Same.
you going there. That's more to you going there. Yes, right. And the plan is to go back again because I really want. You know what I want to do? I want to go to Egypt and go by myself, and maybe other people too if they want to join. Whatever, doesn't matter. But go to all the temples and just stay there in meditation. Spend a day in each temple. Maybe journal there, maybe like stuff like that, because I know that that's one of my main timelines, in Egypt.
I'm being called to Egypt next year as well.
You call to Egypt? Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Next year, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I have a girl.
Look, David wants to go. Yeah, yeah. Well, we can make it happen like maybe next year. That's what's going there. Mm-hmm.
Let's go, girl. Adventures. You know me. I'm just, spent 15 years really sick, and now I'm like, okay, cool. Let's go.
Yes, absolutely. Um, Leonora, she said it's like talking to the Cheshire Cat. Who's the Cheshire Cat? It's really
Cheshire
funny.
Cat.
I know the
Alice in
Cheshire
Wonderland.
Cat. I know the Cheshire Cat very well. In fact, um, Leonora is laughing about something. I want to know what it is because I know it's funny. They always say, you know what to do. Oh, yeah, you know what to do. I know, right? Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah, I know what they mean. Yes. So, I was reading the comments. I got distracted. There was a comment here that I could have said something about. I know. I wanted to talk about the Alice in Wonderland, right? The Cheshire Cat. When I went to my first ayahuasca ceremony in 2020 in Costa Rica, like maybe within a couple of hours in the journey, when I finally started to sort of get into this hypnotic state, I went outside. They have these hammocks like in this beautiful garden where you can roam around in because they don't let you go on the whole property so you don't get lost. But you can roam around in this area, so there's hammocks. So I was laying in a hammock and I had a blanket, and I had my blanket on and a little light, for the little light that they give you for the door. And I was writing in my notebook with a little light because I was journaling, right? And suddenly I don't know what I did. Like I don't know, I needed to rearrange myself in the hammock. And I totally flipped backwards with my head, with my feet up, and everything fell on top of me and stuff. And when I got up from there, I didn't hurt myself because it was really close to the ground. But when I got up from there, guess what was standing on top of the shrubs? And the shrubs were about like my height, like my chest, like that. Right on top of the shrubs, there was a cat that looked just like the Cheshire Cat. And I looked at it, and he was walking on shrubs. Like, I don't know how. Maybe those shrubs were so thick that this cat was actually walking on. I have no idea. Or maybe I was higher than a kite. I have no idea. The point is that I looked at the cat, and the cat says to me, "What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like that?" I'm like, are you kidding me? And that was the Cheshire Cat.
I
Oh,
love it. What's a nice girl like? I'm going to say that everywhere now.
nice girl
Carmen,
like
what's a
you.
nice girl like you doing in a place
It's
like
like
that?
that. I was like, fuck, now you're telling me? I already took the medicine. Oh. Everybody's crazy here.
It's all back to that spiritual ego.
I know, yeah. We're all crazy here. We're all crazy people. Look, Joy's dying. We're all mad here. That's right. We're all mad here.
Yeah.
What does Alice say? God, I love Alice. I just love Alice. Um, she says that her father taught her to think of 6 impossible things before breakfast. I
Oh,
actually used to write it in my journal. I would just write
nice.
6 impossible things, like wild things that I can think of. I don't want to write anything
That's,
anymore. I'm too lazy now, but that was wonderful at that time.
you're like, ah,
Somebody was enjoying life. I want to do this. I want to do that. Fuck it. I don't want to do anything. I just want to laze. I just want to look after my mother's dogs, my mother, drive her around, buy her groceries. Try that. Absolutely. Write them down every morning when you wake up. Think of them and write them down, because every single one of them creates an energy, like planting seeds for these fabulous things that we're accomplishing it all. All we have to do is to stay open to it, and this is our way to stay open to it. Yeah. Imagination is creation. Absolutely, because this is how God did it all, with imagination. You're open to miracles. That's it. Perfect. I love it. Look at this conversation we're having. We're all mad here, but the madness part I love so much.
yes. Well, girl, I'm teaching class tomorrow, so
Okay,
I'm gonna
see.
jump down.
Okay, my love.
I lots of people who will stay up here. Everybody's following everybody, right?
Everybody, I hope, is following everybody, you guys. Yes? Okay. Well, Lisa, darling, I cannot tell you how happy I am you joined me tonight. And
You
you
were
brought your
happy.
and you brought your posse with you. That's it.
I have an amazing posse, and you're
I
in my
love
posse.
it. Goodness gracious.
We're in each
Woo!
other's
I mean,
posse.
literally, I can see you. Like, I can see you walk, almost like an alley cat, in the cartoons, like an alley cat, like one of those guys who's just, and then the rest of, right behind them, like, we're here, we got your back, I love it.
What's cool is that I do it for them too, you know?
Yeah. That's so cool. Well, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get off of here too, because I've been on since 9 o'clock, 9:30, I think. Oh, well, not too bad. 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours? What am I talking about? 9, 12, 3 hours. That's all. Okay,
Yeah, you've got like,
I got a
at least
little.
3 more hours in you know?
The night is ripe. I'll, I'll sleep when I'm dead. What the heck?
Right? All right, love. I'm
All right,
gonna jump
honey.
down. I
Love
love
you
you so
guys.
much. Mwah.
Love
I
you,
love you
Lisa.
every now in all of the lifetimes.
Amen. I love it. Same here. Same here. Good night,
Mwah.
love.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, honey. Bye. Okay, everybody, listen to me. I'm gonna get off of here too. I'm gonna get off of here. This was Meowgical. Oh, I love it, Leonora. Meowgical. Let me make sure that I'm following you guys too, because not sure who am I missing. Gabs. I followed Gabs. Quintessence. I followed Quintessence. Gabs, I did. Okay, Lenora, I did. Oh, wow. You guys are amazing. MMR. If you guys have any other question for me, I'm willing to just stay for one more question or something fun. We are your posse now too, Carmen. Oh, I love it. Yay, I have a posse. I'm happy about that. I really am. I love you guys. It's so fun. It is really fun. I ask universe to send me a silly glimmer each day, and I get synchronicities and laughter. I love that. This is it. That's what I want. I want to be giddy. That's what I want. Giddiness. Giddiness. That's ooh, when you get really excited about things, like little things. That's it. That's it. And that's what I'm doing. I have enjoyed this conversation so much I can't stand it. I know what you mean. Totally. Because you can't contain it. Not because you can't stand it. You can't contain it. Like it's so much. There's so much joy. There's so much giddiness inside of you because of the energy that we're all creating together. Because it's not just Lisa and I that we talked. It's together. We can't make it without you guys. The energy is collective. The whole thing is collective. So you basically have this energy inside of you. What it is you can't contain it. So you got to let it out. Because you are one with the cosmic consciousness. And basically, when you let out all this energy, it's just nothing but a merger. There's nothing but a merger. Thank you for the hugs. Drive-in Tunes, I'm going to follow you. Thank you. Follow everybody, please. All right, Lisa, go to bed, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. Okay, kiddos, I'm just looking for people that I have not followed yet. Thank you, Lisa. I know she's brushing her teeth, she's showering, she's doing the last things, but she's getting ready for bed. So, congratulations, you all. I'll go look. That's so cool. Giddiness is my baseline. That's it. That's it. That's the one. Oh, I love it, you guys. Okay, kiddos. Thank you for sharing my book. Thank you so much. I believe you got it last time in my last live, right? Drive-in Tunes. I remember. Thank you. 4 to 6 a day for 10 years. I can sleep when I'm dead. That's it, David. Absolutely. Wow. Lenora, thank you. Cam and Lisa, I love this. You nicknamed me. I like that. This was Meowgical. Okay, that's it. I got to the messages where I was when Lisa was here. And that's it. I think that's it. I'm done. I'm pooped. I love you. I appreciate you all being here. And remember, tomorrow night, I am going to read another maybe 2 or 3 chapters of the Arcturian healing. I will edit this video. I will cut it in half and I will only put the video with the book on YouTube. I'll put the other one too, but on this one, I want to do a playlist with the entire book. So if somebody wants to listen to the book, they can listen to it on YouTube for free. I love you all. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you again tomorrow or whenever you are in the same frequency with me. Love you guys. Bye-bye.